Central Methodist is coming off a 21-14 defeat at 12th-ranked Benedictine College last Saturday. The Eagles held Benedictine to about half of its season scoring average in the game. Talk a little bit about your thoughts from that contest.
Oh, it was just it was a tough game for us. I mean, we're getting tired of getting close. We've got to get the scoreboard right and get it in our favor. But I was pleased with the kids and how hard they played. It was a very tough opponent in a tough environment. And also just really pleased with Jacob Jackson. I mean, getting the start as a fourth-string quarterback at the beginning of the year, and here he is starting for us, and just did a great job and had a great game, and did pretty well with his activity that he received. And but also I was really pleased with the offense. I mean, I know we talk about the point production by Benedictine and how well they've done, but a lot of that is a tribute to our offense too, and holding on to the ball so long. So I was really pleased with the time of possession, and hopefully we'll get some more points out of it.
Down 14-0, Central Methodist staged a comeback and had a chance to tie with under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Talk a little bit about the resiliency of your team.
Yeah, they're great guys, man. I mean, they're definitely great attitudes and no quit in them. And it just seems like we tend to dig ourselves a hole in the first half. We've been doing that lately, and then we have a tough time coming out of it in the second half, and sometimes too little, too late. And so we've got to get better at that. We've got to get better at coming out in the first half and getting going and making things happen for us, and hopefully we'll be able to get on track this week and get going.
For his efforts from Saturday, Connor White, your junior linebacker, was named the Beyond Sports Network NAIA Week 6 National Defensive Player of the Week on Tuesday. He had 9 tackles in the game, including 4.5 tackles for loss. Your thoughts on his performance in that game and what he's meant to your team throughout the season? Well,
Connor's kind of picked up where Tyler Belt left off. I mean, Tyler Belt was such an awesome linebacker for us the last 2 years. He was kind of the quarterback of our defense and lined people up. And Connor has really learned a lot from Tyler. Connor was like Tyler's little brother basically in our program, and he's really taken over for Tyler now and running the defense and making checks and all those things. And Connor not only knows what he's doing, but he knows what the other 10 guys on the field are doing. And he's just really a great study of the game of football, and he's a student of the game and a great coach on the field for us, and he's going to make a great coach someday when he's finished playing. So he's going to have a great career. He's still got a lot of time left with us, and we're real excited to see what he does in the future.
Central Methodist hosts Graceland this Saturday at Davis Field with a 1 o'clock kickoff for homecoming. First, talk a little bit about homecoming this year at Central Methodist and what it means to this school around this time annually.
Well, that's the great thing about a small school. I mean, anytime you go to a small school like Central Methodist, you can't help but get close with people. And there's a lot of people that have great memories from here that are very close with this school and this community. And it's always, interesting to me when you watch kids walk across the stage and get their degree, and they're walking across the stage and they're not ready to leave. I mean, this place has really meant something to them. And then when they're finished playing or finished with their careers here, it's always awesome to get them back, and they're able to relive those memories and those relationships and rebuild those bridges, so to speak. And so it's exciting to get everybody back. And some people, this may be the only game they ever get to see us play, and so we're hoping to go out and put on a great showing and hopefully do really well.
Graceland's offense is led by tailback Andrew Gales, who averages a little more than 76 rushing yards per game. What have you seen from him on film that makes him such an elusive runner?
Man, he's got great feet and vision. I mean, I've been really impressed with his change of direction and his ability to find the hole to go make things happen. And he's a tough guy to tackle. I mean, you got to get a lot of people to him to get him down. And he's a very physical runner and a very elusive runner. So he's really got the whole package, and it's a major challenge for us. And it'll add a lot of complication for us this week in trying to keep him at bay.
Graceland's defense is led by defensive end Reggie Ramey and linebacker Billy Went. Talk a little bit about what you've seen from them on film and what kind of problems you think they may pose to the Central Methodist offense.
Reggie just keeps his motor going, and he's fast and athletic, and he goes. And so, I mean, you really got to pack a lunch to get him blocked. I mean, he's a tough guy coming off that edge, and we really have our hands full with him. And then Secondly, I mean, their linebackers are, I think, just really exceptional. I mean, they have some very good linebackers that can make plays and do a great job getting to the football, and they understand their scheme very well, and they really do a good job of executing their scheme. And so, I mean, it's important that we get these guys blocked and do a good job of keeping them out of things, because, boy, they can really cause some problems if you don't handle them. And so we've got a major challenge there. We got a lot to work on and get done, and hopefully we'll be able to get it done on Saturday.
What do you think will be the keys to the game on Saturday in order for Central Methodist to hopefully pull off a homecoming victory in 2012?
Well, I'm hoping that we're end up on top of the turnover ratio. I mean, it's still been a case where we've either been even or maybe we're one up or one down. I'm hoping that we can do a better job with the turnover aspect of things. And ball security's been pretty good by our offense, but we had one major one this past week that was really big, and those things can't happen. And so I'm hoping those things go well. The kicking game and special teams, I mean, that's been our problem all year is field position. We've got to do a better job of getting field position for our offense and get some things going. And then defensively, we just got to keep working to get stops and get the turnovers. And offensively, we got to take care of the football and get people blocked. And we do that, and hopefully things will go really well for us. But it's just something where we've got to go to work and compete, and that's what's great about the opportunity to compete in another big game. And for our seniors, you know, their last homecoming here, so hopefully it'll be very special.
On a final note, one of your assistant coaches, Brittany Jacobs, was recently featured as the headline story in the Columbia Tribune. Senior defensive end Trevor Robinson will have a story airing about him on KOMU this Sunday night on their sports show. Talk a little bit about Trevor, what he's meant to the program, and an interesting tidbit about him that he used to play violin when he was much younger.
Yeah, very much so. You know, Trevor played in China and got to travel and do some different things. I mean, he's very talented with some of the things he can do. And when you talk about him and Brittany both and their stories, the thing that they both have in common is they're just good people. I mean, they're very good people that do anything for anybody, and that's what we want to do in our program. We want to surround ourselves with good people. And so feel very fortunate to have them both in our program. Certainly with Trevor, we only have him for a few more weeks, but he's one that I hope I know for the next 20 years. And just great people, and hopefully we'll continue to be able to have people leave our program and go out in society and be very productive. And those two people alone, Trevor and Brittany, are definitely excellent candidates and will be very good in life.
Which do you think would be a better nickname for Trevor, the professor or the musician?
Boy, I don't know. I think you call him the nut job more than anything. That kid's got, he's packing half a lunch right there. He's not all there sometimes, but I'd say we can name a new planet after him, and that's probably where he lives. So also probably being raised by wolves didn't help him either. So.